Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and whatever time it is for you, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to a new video, and this might be a bit different, granted that everything on my channel is related to video games in one way or another, but if it's not obvious by my background back here, I do love anime. Anime is great. And so, as the title says, I spent 2 hours rating 200 plus anime on my Annie list. Now, if you're a smart cookie, you're going to realize while watching the video that this footage is kind of old. It took me a little bit to get around to editing this video. So there is some extra stuff that's been added to the list now that's not featured in the video. Don't worry, I'm going to leave a link to my Annie list in the description down below, so you can go check out the full list and see if there's anything that, you just want to check out for some reason. Now, I do want to mention that there's a lot of these shows that I don't remember, and you're going to hear me say that a lot in this video, because I've been watching anime for a long time. It's been 11 years since I started watching anime, on my own entirely, pretty much. And a lot of these shows I've only watched one time, and especially the shows that I watched 11 years ago, I haven't really rewatched since. So, bear with some of these scores. Some of these scores are not very accurate as to probably how I feel about them now. So, obviously, with that said, some of these scores are going to be a little bit skewed because I'm trying to remember off the very little that I do remember. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes on in day-to-day life. I can't remember everything that I watched 10 years ago. With that said, I do want to try and go back and rewatch some of these shows to give a more accurate rating, but obviously that's going to take time, and being a fully grown adult now, it's really hard to make time to sit there and watch anime, especially when I am seasons behind on fucking other anime that I want to watch. So, a lot of these scores will probably change throughout the rest of the year, so if for some reason you are that invested into my anime taste, then feel free to, look back at this list and at the end of the year. But anyways, that's really it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Enjoy me ranting about anime for the next 40 something minutes. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you guys for watching. And until the next video, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or evening. And until then, peace. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever, dude. It is time. It is time for the Annie list. This is gonna take God knows how long, dude. Finally switching off that damn notepad list. Yeah, thank Danny for that. I sat here for 4 hours, LC, putting everything in here. 4 hours to get everything. Everything. There is so many. It doesn't end. 216 is crazy. What's up, Ian? That's what 10 years of anime does. Okay, let's start with Bofuri since it's in my watching. Okay, so I haven't finished season 2 yet, but Bofuri is a really good show. Very comfy, very cozy vibes. So I'm gonna give Bofuri a solid 9 out of 10 for enjoyment. Nier, it's Nier. Nier gets a perfect 10, no matter what. Thank you. All right, I don't gotta talk more about that one. Alright, now this is where the actual pain starts. The other issue is that a lot of these I've only seen one time. So I don't remember all of these shows off the top of my head. And some of these I have not seen in over 5 years. 11 Eyes. I need to do some Google researching really quick. And of course, let's just go to the competition website, Mal. Oh, wait, okay, no, I do remember this. I do remember this show. But it's not the most memorable thing in the world to me. So, I remember enjoying it. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Alright, 243 volleyball team. I just realized I could click on the fucking thing instead of having to go to Mal. Now, it is a sports anime, so I typically enjoy sports anime. That said, I don't remember too much of 243 because I watched it one time, but it deserves a season 2. Despite saying that. Most people give it a 70. Oh, it's not about right for me, though, honestly. So, let's also give that a 7. 86 got some undeserved hate on the Trash Chase podcast. 86 is honestly really fucking good. I have to give this do I want to give it a 9? Because 9 is really setting the standard. I'm gonna give it an 8. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give 86 an 8. Overall, I do very much enjoy the show. If you haven't watched 86, you're missing out. I'm not gonna lie to you. A place farther than the universe. Slice of life, but good lord, is this slice of life great? What did I just get pinged by? Slice of life is great. Any slice of life enjoyers? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to give this one a solid 9 out of 10. A place farther than the universe is on my fucking favorites list. A Place for the Universe is really, really good. Absolute Duo, kind of meh. It's not bad, but it's not great, you know? Absolute Duo is good. I don't know, there's nothing outstanding. Because 1 is like dog shit terrible, right? 2 is a little bit above that, but not much better. 3 is in the same boat. 4 is when it's just kind of like, it's bad, but like watchable. 5 is kind of in the middle where it's just like, it's passable, you know? 6 is a little bit above passable. I'm gonna give this a 6.5. 4 is, it's shit, but the opening is a banger. I don't remember the opening for for Absolute Duo, I'm not gonna lie. Ajin, good lord, Ajin. CGI hell, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this like a 4. Not a 5, a 4. Angel Beats, seriously, great, 10 out of 10. No more words said. I'm a completionist. If I start something, I have to watch it, unless I absolutely cannot watch it. Yeah, Angel Beats, I don't even have to explain if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, you will get it once you see it. That's what I can say about Angel Beats. Angel Beats is a 10 out of 10. I don't have to explain further. Angels of Death, very underground show. It's got a cool premise, but it doesn't like land on anything. I like the idea behind it though. However, I'm gonna give it a 6. What I probably give the rating of the show is what I'm gonna give the OVAs and stuff, just because like I've watched the show more than I've watched the OVAs for like all of these pretty much. But yeah, Angels of Death, you're not missing out on too much. I don't really know how to explain it. It's kind of something you just kind of have to watch and experience the ride. I don't think it's gonna be for everybody though. Another is really, really kind of famous. Another is very well known. I am not gonna lie. As much as I do enjoy the show, realistically speaking, I think I give this a 7 because it's like, well, yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it at a 7 just because the ending got a little crazy. But actually, the OVA, the other though, I'm gonna give this an 8. I remember this one vividly and I enjoyed it. All right, Ask Class Season 2. Or no, this isn't Season 2. What is this? Hold on. Oh, this is the shorts and stuff. All right, we'll get to Ask Class in a second then. Arifureta, OVA. Arifureta. For as much as I love isekai, I am a very much isekai enjoyer. The only issue I have with Arifureta is literally just, it's kind of just a ripoff from Shield Hero, basically. That's kind of just what Arifureta is. It's just kind of a ripoff, so I'm gonna have to give it an 8. The 8 is the extra point because I like isekai. How much isekai is your list? Fantasy has 98. I guess isekai kind of falls under fantasy, doesn't it? I would think isekai, so like half. Almost. Jess, what? Arifureta came out first? Did it really? I actually didn't know that Arifureta came out first. But I still say it feels like a Shield Hero ripoff. Because everything that Arifureta did, Shield Hero did better in Season 1. Specifically Season 1. Not Season 2. Okay, Ask Class, there is no debate. 10 out of 10. Absolutely no debate. Like, just literally no debate. Ask Class is just actually 10 out of 10. I will never be swayed from that opinion. There is too much perfection in Assassination Classroom. Way too much perfection. It's just... the art style is way too good. The characters are way too good. The songs are just bangers. The animation is amazing. Like, there is nothing to complain about with Assassination Classroom. Okay, Assassin's Pride. Watched this one time in a call with one of my other friends, and it was just meh. The animation looked really cool. It did not keep up that flow, though. Complete dog shit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna give this like a 4, to be honest. Actually, wait. Before I do that, Assassin's Pride OP. What the fuck is anime? That's anime. This opening had me shaking ass on a Tuesday afternoon outside of Denny's. Jesus Christ. It's good, but it's not like outstanding to me. Listen to the ED too. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. I have a soft spot for this type of music. Like, I really do. I really do have a soft spot. Yeah, we're giving it a 4. Just because of the ending. The ending carried. This Astra Lost in Space. I want to talk about this. This show never got enough recognition. Ever. Astra Lost in Space never got enough recognition, and I wish more people would talk about it. Because this aired back, I guess 2019. I thought it came out in 2018. This show never got enough attention. I cannot stress how much I love this show to death. It is by far one of the most notable and one of my most favorite anime I've ever watched. Period. It is phenomenally good. The first and last episode are like fucking... Yeah, no, the first and last episode are aired with a runtime of 48 minutes. God, I just can't express it enough. Please watch Astra. Astra Lost in Space is such a phenomenal show, and you have no idea on like the story you're missing out on. And I love the characters. The entire cast in this show is awesome. So clearly, I'm gonna have to give Astra a 10 out of 10. Like, actually, it's just so good. It's so fucking good. Okay, Attack on Titan's gonna be a little bit complicated. Season 1 of Attack on Titan. There's a lot to take in for Season 1. However, Season 1 is what it really, really started the hype on Attack on Titan, obviously. It came out with, like, a fucking banger, right? I don't know. I'm conflicted between, like, 9 to 10. But 10 is, like, perfection, you know? When I, like, really think to it, I'm gonna give this a 9. Because the stuff that's in my 10s is the stuff that I consider, like, peak enjoyment. There's gonna be a lot of high scores, but I don't think... There's gonna be a decent amount of 10s, but there shouldn't be, like, an insane amount of 10s either. Season 2... Oh, that's right. Season 2 is when Eren figures out he has the power of the Attack Titan. That's right. Season 2, I don't remember super, super well. That's the thing. I'm gonna give this an 8 because I don't remember it as much as I remember Season 1. Season 3, things got really, really complicated, but it was really enjoyable, so I'm gonna give that a 9. Oh yeah, the final season. I'm gonna give the final season a 9. It was good, but it does not deserve a 10 out of 10. I don't know why, but I can't give Attack on Titan a 10 out of 10. There's something to it that's just, like, lacking to me. I can't put my finger on what, but also, I watched through the entire show one time. So that could change if I watch through it again, but, you know. Alright, Bleach, realistically, I'm not gonna lie, I have to give this a 9. It would be a 10, but the bounce arc really drops down for me. The bounce arc was by far the most boring part of the show. And unfortunately, that, like, ruins it for me a little bit. Overall, though, I really love Bleach. Bleach has a lot of great, fantastic characters. A lot of the show is just very lovable to me. But also, there's a lot of nostalgia. A lot of nostalgia is resting on that one. Because Bleach was, like, one of the first, like, anime I really started getting into. Outside of, like, Naruto. The movie, I don't remember as well, but I'm gonna give it an 8. Bloomin' to you. To this day, I have not watched many Yuri anime. Not very many. Bloomin' to you, though, to this day, is still one of the most memorable anime I've ever watched. I could not forget this anime, even if I tried to. Yeah, it's just phenomenal. It's such a good anime. So, we're gonna give it a 9. There's a lot of 9s. A lot of stuff that's, like, really close to perfection, but it's not quite there. But yeah, Bloomin' to You is definitely one of the most memorable shows. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Blue Period. That's right. Blue Period. I'm gonna give it a 7 because I remember it. It just, like, also was to the very niche audience of artists. Specifically artists. But it was, like... It was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable take on a very different type of show. Yeah, I don't know. It was very, very good, but also it just, like, wasn't for me. But I'm gonna give it a 7. It's one of those shows that you can just kind of turn your brain off and just, like, enjoy. Boarding School Juliet. This was a rom-com, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, rom-com. Rom-coms are great. A 7, because I enjoyed it, but it didn't stand out to me that much. Favorite rom-com is Toradora. I haven't seen Toradora yet. Bocce! I'm not gonna lie, I have to give Bocce a 10. Like, there's no way I don't give Bocce a 10, right? Like, is there anyone who disagrees with giving Bocce a 10? Like, it has the best music since K-On! For a show that is themed around being in a band and like, making music and stuff, it has the best music since K-On! So, yeah, we're giving Bocce a 10. And all the characters are great, plus the animation. Just, all the comedic timing is there. Bofuri for A Slice of Life, 10 out of 10. Gotta love it. It's amazing. If you haven't watched Bofuri, you are missing out. Please go enjoy Cozy Vibes. I beg. I beg, go enjoy Cozy Vibes. But also, the comedic timing in Bocce is what makes it so good. It's the comedic timing with everything, dude. Go watch Free Run? I will at some point. Boruto the movie, I'm not gonna lie, it's a 7. It's just kind of okay. The day Naruto became Hokage was really cool, though. I'm gonna give that an 8. That was a really cool thing to watch. Carol and Tuesday. Carol and Tuesday, I'm very conflicted on because there's a lot of really, really cool ideas, but a lot of the music just doesn't hit like I wish it would. But there are some fucking bangers in Carol and Tuesday. It's a really good show, but it just falls flat for me on just some of the characters and just like interactions, I think. That said, the opening for it is so good. Oh, I agree. Yes, I agree. I don't hate Carol and Tuesday at all. I'm gonna give it a 7 though, because I enjoyed it. And I would probably rewatch it one time, but or like I'll probably rewatch it at some point. But like, yeah. Citrus. Moving on. I honestly, for someone who enjoys cultured stuff like Yuri, I watched Citrus once and I don't remember it. I don't remember Citrus that well at all. I don't really remember how I felt after watching Citrus though. That's the thing. All right, you know how we solved this though. I already fucked with this. Yes, that's the part we all love. I was hoping watching the OP would like bring back memories, but it really didn't. I'm gonna give it a 7. Classroom of the Elite. I really wish I remember Classroom of the Elite. Like, I really do. And I know there's like 2 more seasons now. I don't remember hating it though. Like, I remember enjoying Classroom of the Elite. I just don't remember like what the fuck happened. Again, I'm gonna have to give this a 7. Copcraft. Okay, another kind of underground show. It had a really interesting premise though, but the issue with Copcraft lies in its animation. The animation sometimes is just not the smoothest thing. That said, Copcraft had a really interesting idea, but I'm gonna have to give it a 6. Would I rewatch it at some point if I'm bored? That's kind of it. D. Greyman. This is a show I have not watched since like 8th grade. So like middle school. Yeah. 103 episodes. I did complete it. It had some really cool stuff in it though. But also I think a lot of like the main plot kind of went over my head because I was just there for the cool fights, as any shonen enjoyer would be. I'm gonna give D. Greyman a 7. Darling in the Franxx. Oh, okay. Darling in the Franxx is complicated because I'm not gonna lie, I would give this show a 9 if it weren't for the ending. Or kind of like the last like half of the anime. Because the first 15 episodes I think are really, really good of Darling. But the last like half really just kind of fell flat for me. Saw 02 and Mex and it was like, this seems cool. True. 02 really became the waifu of all time though. But Darling in the Franxx, I'm gonna give it a 7. It would be a 9 if it ended at episode 15. But the opening slaps. True, but I'm gonna give it a 7 because I'm really disappointed by how it ended. Death Note. No, I don't need to say anything more. It's a 9. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer alert. Oh my god, Demon Slayer alert. Mugen Train. Not gonna lie, 7. Actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. I have to give Mugen Train an 8. Because Mugen Train isn't as bad as, like, the anime. But as for the actual show, yes, I'm giving it a 7. I'm sorry. All I can say about Demon Slayer, good lord, the animation carries. Everything else is so mid, in my opinion. That is just where I stand with it, dude. Alright. The infamous mom isekai anime. For an isekai, it's kind of just generic, but it was cool because they had a mom. So, 7. That's my reasoning. Do you love your mom on the shore? That's gonna get an 8 for degen reasons. Aromanga Sensei. I remember Aromanga Sensei a little bit. It was definitely an experience. I'm probably gonna give Aromanga Sensei, because I would rewatch it 100%. Just like not, I'd have to be in the mood for it. And I had the same issue with Jujutsu Kaisen, but like season 2 really kind of filled that gap for JJK. I think JJK is a lot better now than I initially did after watching season 2. However, Demon Slayer, I watched season 1, a movie, and Entertainment District, and I'm still kind of in the same boat, where it's just animation carries so hard. It's just kind of where I'm at with it. Aromanga Sensei, though, I'm going to give it an 8. No Zenitsu and Swordsmith, it might actually get something higher than a 7. No way. Fena Pirate Princess. Kind of underrated. I don't think it's as well known. I really like the art style in Fena, though, but it's also nothing spectacular. The show is interesting for what it is, though. So, like, if you want like a 1-through watch of an anime, I would say Fena is pretty good. Fire Force. I love Fire Force. It's one of my favorite shonen animes out there. I'm gonna have to give it a 9. Need a 3rd season now, bro. You're telling me. Free. I'm not gonna lie. I watched Free. It was kind of just mid. I didn't watch season 2 because season 1 was kind of meh. FMA. I don't remember the original FMA that much. I'm not gonna lie to you. We need season 5 of Danmachi. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, 3rd season of Fire Force would be great, but I need season 5 of Danmachi. Like, that is priority. Yeah, FMA I don't remember that well, but I know it's good. So I'm gonna give that a 7 because Brotherhood is just the better version. So I'm giving that an 8. Gamers, slice of life, romance triangle, right? Yep. Although there wasn't really like, yeah, there was romance, but there also kind of wasn't, if I remember correctly. But also, I haven't watched Gamers in like 3 or 4 years. I'm gonna give Gamers like a 7. Ghost Hunt. This is such an old show. Ghost Hunt back in 2006. But good lord, man, I love this show. There is all the characters in Ghost Hunt are like, I think the voice actors played them perfectly. I think the characters were written out very well and just like well thought out. And the entire show is just so entertaining. It's just a really, really well produced show for it being 2006, and it's a sleeper hit for me. I have to give this a 9. It's such a sleeper hit. What's the oldest anime you've seen? It might actually be Ghost Hunt, because I don't think I've watched. I don't think I've watched anything. I've definitely not seen any 90s anime. I can't think of, because I don't think Naruto started out in the 90s. I don't think Bleach did either. Goblin Slayer. Good lord, everyone remembers this episode. The first episode. That one took everybody by surprise. I honestly don't remember Goblin Slayer that well, aside from the first episode. However, because that is a melee OP, it's an 8. Grand Belm. Grand Belm. I remember watching this. It was just kind of like, it was entertaining for what it was, but it didn't stick out to me that much. Yeah, Grand Belm. I liked it for what it was, but it didn't stick out to me, so it's getting a 6. Okay, Haikyuu, no words said, it is a 10. If you have not watched Haikyuu, you are missing out. Character development, characters in general, the matches that you will see, the hype moments you will see, the feelings you're going to develop for these characters, all top tier. Everything about Haikyuu is perfect. It's so good. I love the art style. All of the OPs are bangers. The OSTs are bangers. It's got everything going for it. Hanebado, I don't remember Hanebado too much. I remember it's about badminton. Just Hanebado doesn't stick out to me that well, though. I don't remember, like, I know I finished it. I just, like, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 6. It just, that's the number that screams to my head. Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World. Degen as shit. However, it is really good. It's getting an 8. If you're someone that likes to enjoy some eye candy, it's great. Speaking of eye candy, we're on High School DxD. Yeah, okay, so we're on High School DxD. What do I rate this? Because we would all give it a 10 out of 10 for very obvious reasons. That said, 8? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking 8. Like, realistically speaking, I'm not going to lie, though. It has some great OPs. It has some great songs. But for the story itself and for kind of character development in general, it is there. It's just brought about so weirdly. I'm going to give it an 8, yeah. Season 2 had the cat girl, not the cat girl, the fox girl, though, so that's getting a 9. We're going to give this an 8. The OVA was great. We're giving that an 8. And High School DxD New was really good, so I'm going to give that a 9. Actually, it wasn't good because they changed the art style. Never mind. The OVA, very good. Very cultured. Very good. Very cultured. Very good. Very cultured. There's a period of time where I only watched D10 shows. Yeah, I had that same period of time. High School of the Dead, Speak of the Devil. Giving that... I actually have to give High School of the Dead a 9. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I have to give High School of the Dead a 9. Because I really enjoyed everything that High School of the Dead was. It's just such a shame that it never got finished. High School of the Dead was kind of a banger. Well, I mean, like, all the fan service stuff aside, it was, it was just generally a good show, in my opinion. Hinamatsuri is kind of overrated. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was okay, but I have to give it a 6. Like, that's just where it lies to me. Like, Hinamatsuri just, like, it was okay, but that was it. It didn't feel special to me all that much. I don't know. It didn't stick out to me, like, at all. It really didn't. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. I'm not gonna lie, kind of underrated for an isekai. I really, really, really like this anime. I'm have to give it an 8. I really, really enjoy how this isekai is, like, portrayed. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? This has one of the best anime openings of all time. It is an 8 no matter what. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Has one of the best anime openings of all time. How not to summon a demon lord? I have to give this an 8. Very much one of my favorite isekais. Definitely. It also has Rem. So, okay, this show I legitimately cannot remember for the life of me. 8 for Booba, true. Yeah, this show I can't remember for the life of me, so I have to give it a 5 because I really don't care to rewatch it. If it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a demon lord. For a slice of life, it's great. I have to give it an 8. Borderline hentai? Yeah. Sounds about right. That's what that anime was? That sounds about right. Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World is the same thing, though. It's also borderline hentai. Immoral Guild. I don't remember Immoral Guild that much. Action, comedy, ecchi, fantasy. I don't remember Immoral Guild. I'm gonna give it a 6. Irizuku, or Iroduku, as people like to type it as. I've known it as Irizuku, but whatever. This anime, slice of life with romance, by far some of the most beautiful animation. The way the story and the character troubles are handled and told are done so well. Like, I can't stress it enough. This is by far one of my favorite animes I've ever seen. I have to give it a 10. Like 100%. It's just so good. If you have not seen it, again, you are very much missing out. Danmachi, I think I've expressed my love for this show enough. I don't have to explain it getting a 10. All that needs to be said is that Ryu is best girl. Ryu is best girl. And she always will be. Need to go back and watch it. You are missing out, dude. Especially in season 4. Season 4 is the best season. But yeah, no, all of Danmachi is getting a 10. I don't have to explain it. The movie, I'm going to give it a 9, though, because it's not canon. Isekai Cheat Magician. For a shitty isekai, it was really good. So I'm going to give it a 6. JoJo. Over here at JoJo. Say movie was an 8. You're still on Facecam, by the way. Thank you. You're right. Because I hated the ending. Which is totally valid. Actually, going by that logic... Yeah, no, you're kind of right. You're kind of right. I have to... Yeah. Kind of right. Did I give it a 9? I did. Yeah, JoJo's part 1 and 2. I know that's the... Like, you need to watch part 1 and 2 to get the basic plot for, like, the rest of the show. It's just kind of 7, to be honest. JoJo Part 4, I'm also going to give it a 7. I don't hate JoJo. It's not the best thing I've ever seen. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But also, JoJo's art style, I'm still just not very used to. And I've never been the biggest fan of JoJo art style. And also, like, 7 is low for Part 4, though. Is Part 4 the one with the chase opening? I don't remember. All right, here's the thing, though, Danny. Like... I like JoJo. Will I rewatch it? Yeah, absolutely, at some point. But also, it's just like, I have no desire to at the same time. Because part 4 was enjoyable, but like, I can't find myself giving it more than a 7 for how much I enjoyed it. That's just kind of how I am with JoJo. However, part 5 was really good. I'm going to give that an 8. And I'm also going to give part 3 an 8. Mostly because I really like Jotaro. And Polnareff also carried. You need to add Stardust Crusaders Part 2. It's separated. Oh, is it? Fuck. Forgot about that. Like I said, it's been a while. It's been 3 years since I watched that. Alright, we're on to JJK. How far are we through this list? Okay, we're like halfway through. That's not bad. It's been an hour. That's not bad time. I'm also kind of skimming through the shows that I don't remember, though. That's kind of valid, though, is it not? JJK Season 1. Initially, I probably gave this a 7. However, I'm going to give this an 8 now. The movie, I'm going to give a 9. Yeah, I'm going to give the movie a 9. The movie was really, really good. And I'm also going to give Season 2 a 9. JJK is like... My only issue with Season 1 of JJK is it took me too long to get invested into the characters, really. But that's because we didn't really know any backstory to many of the characters. And a lot of that wasn't really explained until Season 2, I think. But also, I haven't watched Season 1 in like a year, so... All right, we're on to K-On! More slice of life and music. There's no doubt. There is no doubt. There's no way K-On! Is not a 10. This show is just too perfect in every way in terms of art style, comedic timing, music, and cozy, cute vibes. It is nothing less than a 10. I like the shorts. The shorts are a 9. Yeah, the shorts are a 9. Season 2, 10. Shocker. Who could have seen that coming? Season 2 shorts, also a 9. OVA, a 9. The movie, a 10. My standards for the anime are in the dirt. My standards for anime, like, how I like view anime in terms of like how much I enjoy it is character development, world building, and plot, right? I mean, of course, cool animation and cool fight scenes are cool too, but like, I want to care about a story. I want to care about the characters that I'm watching for like 50 episodes, right? That's just me though. Yeah, I never watched season 2 because I'm not gonna lie, season 1 was okay, but like, bleh. I don't really care about Kaguya-sama that much. Chica was the best part of Kaguya-sama. Only Chica, to be honest. Like, it was just... Maybe I need to rewatch it, because I watched season 1 when it came out. But I probably need to rewatch it. I might appreciate it more now, but back then, it was just kind of like, yeah, it's okay. Kakegurui, I'm going to have to give Kakegurui an 8. Kakegurui is really good. And Kakegurui X is also getting an 8. Kandagawa Jet Girls... Yeah, Kandagawa Jet Girls is okay, but definitely missed the mark on a lot of things. So, this is going to get a 5. Kiss X Sis, we're at the anime of all time. What do I even rate Kiss X Sis? I don't know. Oh, hell no. -5. Yeah, what do I give Kiss X Sis? That's funny. The average score is 60. How is it 60 when there's more people that are rating it a 7? Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 6. Because that one, like, really, like, I had to grind through that one to binge that one. And yes, I did binge watch that show, just because I wanted to get it out of the way. Konosuba. There's a slight issue with Konosuba. I haven't watched Konosuba in, like, fucking forever. Yeah, Konosuba, I watched, like, everything of Konosuba, but, like, I don't remember, like, any of it, other than Megumin, for obvious reasons. I'm gonna give Konosuba an 8. You know what? Before I give a wrong rating on these 3, before I give these on the wrong rating, I'm actually gonna go back and rewatch these, because I do not remember these. Alright, Crocono Basket. I have to give Crocono Basket a 9. It's not as good as Haikyuu, but it is also just really, really good. It has the same vibes as Haikyuu, but it doesn't nail everything like Haikyuu does. Haikyuu just does everything Kuroko no Basket does, but better, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Ladies vs. Butlers. One of the few anime I watched on my own going into my anime journey. It's been a long time since I've seen this, that's for damn sure. Booba. Yeah, that sounds about right. Damn, I watch a lot of ecchi. Ladies vs. Butlers, I don't remember it, so I'm gonna give it a 6. Laid Back Camp, Yuru Camp. Based, I have to give this a 9. Yuru Camp is just so good. It's just got that cozy vibe down pat, bro. I definitely watched these special episodes. Yuru Camp 10, 9. This was really confusing for me to watch. I think I was just missing a lot of context, so I'm gonna have to give this a 7. It wasn't bad, but I was missing a lot of context, and I'm gonna give this a 7 and 7. Licorice Recoil, insanely good show. 10. Licorice Recoil is just so good, dude. I can't find a fault with Licorice Recoil. I actually can't. Licorice Recoil is just a 10. Everyday Life with Monster Girls, that's, you know, a niche, indeed. Gonna give it an 8 out of enjoyability. Because it is enjoyable, and the characters really do have good interactions. My Neighbor Totoro. I watched this in theaters. This was pretty good. It's not as good as Spirited Away, though. I'm gonna give My Neighbor Totoro an 8 because I really did enjoy it a lot. Oh yeah, this isekai show. It was number 52 most popular in 2022, almost top 50. That's not bad, but also for an isekai, it was very like by the book of what an isekai would do. So I'm giving this a 7. Naruto, I have to give it a 9. Shippuden is also gonna be a 9. I love Naruto a lot, but I'm not gonna say Naruto is perfect. Nisekoi. God, it's been so long since I've watched Nisekoi. I'm going to give Nisekoi an 8, though. No Game No Life specials. We're on No Game No Life now. No Game No Life. The special is probably an 8. The main show itself. The main show itself had such a, like, unique premise for it being, I guess, for it being an isekai, yeah. The premise of No Game No Life and, like, the entire rules bent around the world, it's, like, so unique to me, and the art style itself. Like, granted, you know, the fan service aside, the art style and the animation itself was just really, really good. And the color palette. The color palette does the show so much justice. And I'm gonna give the movie a 9. No Guns Life season 1 and 2. No Guns Life, if you haven't seen it, is it's worth a watch, but you definitely gotta kind of sit there and dedicate some time to it. But the overall story of No Guns Life is very interesting, and it's definitely worth the watch. So I'm gonna give that a 9 because I really enjoyed No Guns Life. Number 6. This one was an interesting show for me. I had not conflicting feelings, but I wasn't sure how to feel, especially by the end of it. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to feel by the end of it, but I liked the interactions between characters, and the overall world itself was very, very interesting. So I'm gonna give this a 7 because it stands out to me, but it doesn't stand out to me to be that special. Noragami is a 9, by the way, and same with Arigoto, 9, and the OVA. The OVA is gonna get an 8 because it's not as long as the rest of the show. Oshinoko. What do I give Oshinoko? Because the first episode carried, and the rest of the series kind of fell flat after that, in my opinion. But it's still really, really, really good. I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah, that's like my thought process, Danny. It does have bangers, though. I will admit that. That said, Idol has been played a million times over that I'm sick of the song Idol now. We're on Plastic Memories. Plastic Memories is up there with Angel Beats for me. I have to give this a 10 because I view Plastic Memories and Angel Beats in the same regard. They are both just fantastic shows, and I love them both very, very much. That's true. That is true, Danny. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I remember this show, kind of. It definitely wasn't bad, but it also doesn't stick out to me other than, like, the main girl. Obviously. I really do like the art style that it brings, though. It's just very easy to look at. I'm gonna give Rascal, like, I want to go 7. No. Is that enjoyability-wise, I have to give that a 7 because it was good, but it just didn't speak to me as, like, that good. RPG Real Estate for being a slice of life is good. 7. I have some wild takes here, I'm sure. School Days. Yeah, we're putting School Days at a fucking 4. Wait, why did I give School Days 4? Give me a second. Sorry. No, it's a 1. Anyways, just because of the ending. Just because of the ending. It's getting bumped up 1. Oh, that's right, this show. So, like, where's the rest of the series? Oh, that's why. It's down here. Okay. I'm gonna wait till I get down there. Soul Eater, I had to give Soul Eater a 9. Spirited Away. Spirited Away was the first Ghibli movie I ever watched, and it's stuck with me since the first time I watched it. And when was the first time I watched Spirited Away? It was back in my childhood, like, I remember that. Either way, I have to give it a 10. Spirited Away is just a very special movie to me. More probably borderline hentai. That said, I don't remember it that much, so we're gonna give that, like, a 7. Sword Art Offline. Cool idea. It was just kind of meh. 7. Sword Art Offline 2. Same thing. 7. Extra Edition. 7. SAO itself. I'm going to give it an 8. SAO used to really be, like, number 1 on my favorite anime of all time list, but, like, that's nostalgia speaking. I have to be honest. And realistically, SAO, for as good as it is not a 10, it is not a 9, and being 8 is kind of generous, I think, but I also enjoyed it enough for it to be an 8, so it's going to be an 8. SAO2 is going to get a 9 simply because of Shinon. Shinon adds an extra point, and SAO Alt is also going to get a 9. Ordinal Scale was actually really good, but it's an 8. However, SAO Progressive is going to get a 9. This was really good. Extra Edition is an 8. Alicization is going to get a 9. Alicization was the best season. Sword Art Oratoria. Yeah, 10. Tactopi Destiny. The plot for Tactopi Destiny wasn't really explained that well, I don't think. Because I could never really piece together, like, why what was happening was what was happening. But also, I don't remember it that well. But I do like the characters. Oh, that's just because of Shinon. I'm just biased on Shinon. Shinon single-handedly makes SAO2 a 9. I'm gonna give Tactopi Destiny a 7. The ending was okay. The Boy and the Beast, I have to give this a 9. The Boy and the Beast is a spectacular movie. It's very much got Studio Ghibli vibes, even though I don't think it's made by Ghibli. So, go watch The Boy and the Beast. It is very much a good show. The Fruit of Grisaya. This show really, really, really grew on me. I have to give this a 9 because it was not at all what I was expecting it to be, and it turned out way better than I expected. Okay, we're almost there, actually. We're almost done. It's taken an hour and a half, though. I'm also trying to not have this take too long, and I'm also skimming through the ones that I just don't remember. God of High School. Really, really cool animation. The story was really rushed through in the anime, though, so I have to give it a 7. I think the story would have been really cool. The animation does not carry hard enough for it to be an 8, though, in my opinion. Helpful Fox Senko-san, I love this. I love this show. It's an 8. Like, the Helpful Fox Senko-san was one of the most cozy shows I had watched in a long time. So, yeah, that's getting an 8. Very much enjoy it. Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. That was just really confusing to wrap my head around. I'm not gonna lie. Is it bad? No. It's got some great scenes, so we're gonna give it an 8. Rising of the Shield Hero. I personally enjoyed Shield Hero Season 1 enough to give it a 10. Realistically speaking, I would say it's a 9. I would say, realistically speaking, Rising of the Shield Hero Season 1 for me is a 9. Season 2. Good God, dude. Is 5 being too generous? Is 5 being too generous for Season 2? Yeah, I know. Thinking about it, I would give Season 2 a 5. Season 3, I'm gonna have to give it, like, I'm gonna give it a 6. It's getting better, but it's not great. Testament of a Sister, New Devil. Basically, High School DxD, but ripped off, is kind of what I boil it down to. It's good, but not High School DxD good, so it's gonna get a 7. All of the OVAs, though, I mean, it's gonna keep it in line, give it 7s. Tokyo Ghoul, Season 1. I have to give Tokyo Season 1 a 9. Season 1 was really, really good. Route A, I'm also going to give... I was going to say 9, but I might give it an 8. No, I enjoyed Route 8 enough for it to be a 9. I really liked Route A, even though it didn't follow the manga. Vinland Saga Season 1 is a 10. No doubt. Season 1 of Vinland Saga, I loved. It is... That still very much holds a lot of memories for me. I remember watching it my first time through, and I was just, like, mesmerized, almost, by what I was watching. I was so invested. And then I never watched Season 2, because I'm an idiot. But I'll get to it. We are at Violet Evergarden. Again, I think if you've been around me long enough, you would know that I cannot help but just say how much I love Violet Evergarden. This should be a very obvious score incoming. It is a 10. Violet Evergarden is an absolute masterpiece by every definition of the word, in my opinion. From sound design, to characters, to character design, to character development, to plot, to just, it's everything about Violet Evergarden is just exceptionally well done. It's just so goddamn good. World's End Harem. I think also borderline hentai. Don't remember it though. It's getting a 5. Your Lie in April. Yeah, that's a 9. Yu-Gi-Oh! Very much holds a lot of nostalgic, sentimental value. Your Lie in April is a 10 for me. Your Lie in April is good, but personally, I put Plastic Memories and Angel Beats above Your Lie in April. However, Your Lie in April does have better music. I will give it that. I will give Your Lie in April the fact that it has better music. Although I enjoyed Angel Beats and Plastic Memories more than Your Lie in April. That is just me, though. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Holds a lot of sentimental value to me. Was it the best thing ever? No. But it's good enough for it to be a 9. Movie Beyond Time, I don't remember it that well. I'm going to give it a 7. I do remember watching it, though. GX, I'm going to give GX an 8. Because it was good, but it was not nearly as good as the original Yu-Gi-Oh. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. Also, we're at the very end of the list. Thank God. I thought this would take way longer. I did just like bum rush through a lot of these. There's a lot of 8s and a lot of 7s, but that is kind of generally where I rate most of my anime. It's pretty rare that I give something lower than a 5, but also I'm very easily entertained. So I tend to give higher ratings on most things anyways. But also I have very weird nitpicky things that just bothers me. Yeah, you went to the Haunted Hot Springs for it being just kind of straight ecchi. OVA I'm going to give a 7, and the actual show itself I'm going to give an 8. It is very much worth the watch for like comedy and fan service. Yuri on Ice, I'm going to have to give Yuri on Ice a 9. It's got such good music though. The Battle City Special, it's going to be an 8. And we're at Zombieland Saga. Unfortunately another show that I don't remember very well. This came out 2018. That means I probably watched it 2019. Yeah, it's been a long time. I remember enjoying it enough to where I wanted to watch season 2. I'm going to give Zombieland Saga a 7 for now, but that's until I rewatch it. And I say that because Zombieland Saga, I remember the name very, very well, but I can't for the life of me pick out specific details about the show that I really, really enjoyed. I just remember overall enjoying the show. It was good, and I enjoyed it. That's kind of how I feel about it, and that's kind of what 7 is to me. And, yeah, with that, in the matter of a little under 2 hours, I can't believe I've spent almost 2 hours rating this many shows. That's the list completed. Pog!